Hey there, hello. How are you doing? Happy Monday. This is week 4 of Art Appreciation Online, and I'm here with your video for the week as well as a couple announcements. First couple announcements. Your first written critique is due this coming Thursday at, I believe, 11:55 p.m. Yeah, that's correct. So Thursday, February 1st, 11:55 p.m. That will be, if you submitted a draft, you'll want to revise it, make any revisions that you feel are necessary or that I recommend, and submit it that link. And if you hadn't submitted a draft, you'll need to submit it by then. Just a reminder, I don't take late work for any reason under any circumstances, so I really don't recommend waiting until the last minute to submit it. If for some reason the upload link isn't working, you need to email it to me, just at my Piedmont email before 11:55 p.m. on Thursday. Okay. These three papers comprise about 45% of your grade, and this is one of them. So this is definitely a big section of your grade. You definitely don't want to kind of wait till the last minute to start this. Okay. Refer to the student example and also the Feldman method of criticism in order for what I'm looking for, as well as at the end of our syllabus, there's several pages devoted to the kinds of writing and the kinds of habits of mind I'm looking for you to demonstrate in these papers. One blanket comment I can make about all of them is that often people shortchange the interpretation and the judgment sections of their papers, and those are actually the most important. The description and analysis are important. You definitely don't want to shortchange those. But the interpretation and analysis are where I'm looking for you to really use your critical thinking skills and tell me what is happening with this piece based off of what you know and what you've been writing. That's kind of a statement that I feel like I end up making a lot to a lot of students. So in general, I would sort of like give that one piece of advice. Pay extra attention to those. So what else we got here? We also have a graded activity number 2 that's going to be due this coming Sunday, so a week from yesterday. That's February 4th, and that will also be due at 11:55 p.m. Okay. Now, the discussion for this week centers on printmaking, which is actually not only an art form but a technology. It was originally one of the only ways that imagery could be distributed. It was the only way that imagery could be distributed over a wide region. And this is an art form as well as a technology responsible for much of the development of the Western world and the modern age. That's how the post starts. So then I go on to say, please discuss the statement, which is a striking claim to make. How has print and the history of print media contributed to the advancement of history? In your video, please cite specific examples from either your text or your own independent research online that support your statements. Your examples can be drawn from anywhere and at any point in history. So, how has print, the printed replication of text and pictures, contributed to the development of civilization? There are limitless examples, and I want to say this. There's an example in your book of the French lithograph by Daumier, detailing the sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? The invasion of a private space by a small military and the slaughtering of innocent people without trial or due process. There's actually an image of that piece in your book. It's called Rue Transnonain, and it's a lithograph by Honor Daumier. And it talks about that story. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for, but that's not an example you can use. That's the one in your book. So I'd like you to find your own example of a piece of printed matter. Could be a picture, could be a text, could be something that contributed to the development of history, and tell me why that is. And if you're able, provide a link to it in your post, or maybe even upload a picture of it to your post. Okay? This is going to take a little bit of homework. You might have to do some Googling online, looking around online, but think critically about this. Printmaking is a really fascinating art form because it just has such far-reaching implications, and I'm eager to sort of hear about like what you think those are this week. Okay? So that's your discussion post for this week. I'll be doing some grading tomorrow, and as usual, if you have any questions, email me back. I'm trying to actually respond to some emails I've gotten right now. So thanks so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.